So I decided to pull all 4 injectors, and this was fairly okay. There's no copper ring. I wonder if that's on the ejector. Yes, on the ejector. This one is stuck, so I think this was the one which was hissing. We'll figure it out. Let me pull those out. Yeah, just take the lines off and the bolts and then get it out. It's actually quite easy on a Perkins. There are other engines which might be a lot more fun to get them out. Alright, it's loose already, so it just needs to come out. Needs a little bit of help. I tapped it twice with a hammer just to get it sort of loose, and then you need 2 hands and wiggle it out. We'll come back when we're in the workshop and test them. As expected, that's the one. Look at that. That was the one, that's cylinder 3, and that was the one with the loose injector pipe where the nut was stuck. And look at that, that's not going to spray properly anymore. So yeah, and the good thing on those is you can actually dismantle them. I know I have no caps, I should put some caps on, but I don't have any. We take it apart anyway, so I'm pretty sure they are. We put them on a test and then we'll see. So now let's look into combustion chambers. This one is okay. This one is full of shit. This one, yeah, needs a good clean. They're really cruded up here. Right, look at the injectors. This one was definitely leaking. This one, I think this one was missing as well. Okay, I'll plug the holes here, and then we go to the workshop. Just put these nuts back together. Because it's cold now. Just put something in the combustion holes, combustion chambers, and then we're good to go. Alright, we're in the workshop now, and most importantly, Gropey brought me some coffee and cake. So let's start with cylinder number 4. They're looking really dead. Let me hook up everything, and then we'll start with go through all of them and see how they spray and what pressure they actually crack. I think it's supposed to be 140 bar or 145, something like that. I need to check the specs, but yeah, I don't think that they spray anywhere close to what they should. Don't know if the gauge is visible. Should be, and also should be the spray pattern. You see that? It sprays about this way and this way, nowhere near where it should, and it cracks at 110. Let me pump a little bit through, because there might be some air, but I don't think so. It's just, yeah, 110, just over 110. So that's 100, that's 200 bar, or megapascal. That's 10 megapascal, 20 megapascal, or 1500 psi. Yeah, it's about 1700. Yeah, it's about 1600 psi, which is too low, and the spray pattern is awful. That was cylinder 4. I changed the light a little bit, and maybe it's visible now. That's still cylinder number 4. That's certainly not right. So that's number 3. Sprays with that as well. And it cracks at just over 100, I would say 105. So make that 1500 psi max. It's more pissing than spraying. Okay, make that 105. And let's fit number 2. So we are at number 2, and the spray pattern is pissing out. It's cracking at let me see. Yeah. At 90 or so. Yeah. Mine. Make that 95. That's number 2. Oh. So that's number 1, and it's cracking at just over 100, 105. That's definitely too low. Alright, so they are all tired, and the reason why they're tired is because the springs are worn, so they need resetting and obviously cleaning. They're relatively easy to dismantle. You take the top off, get the spring out, and then you can remove the bottom. If you do the other way around, there's tension on the spring. So number 3 was the one which was leaking, and yeah, let's take it off here. So that's how they come apart. That's just a cap or lock nut, and this is the adjuster screw, and then you just wind the adjuster screw out. If you put it in the vise, just put 2 bolts there and you can actually take it apart. And if you do the other way around, just stick the bolts on to the other side, so you don't need to clamp it on the side because you may break something. So the original Perkins tool is actually just a holder for the vise with 2 holes, and then you can take it out. So let's screw that thing out with a big screwdriver. I'll be back. So we wound it out. I just don't want to show it on the because I need to move the camera otherwise. So you take the adjuster screw out, and there was a spring coming out. And there's a little plunger coming out. And that's how it comes out. This is just a washer. That's the gasket for the cap. That's a little plunger. So now you can take the other side apart. So just put it in the vise the other way around. And you don't need to clamp the vise down. It's just holding holding the whole thing with the screws. Okay, we got it loose finally. Had some trouble getting the washer off here, and otherwise you can't fit the... So this nut comes off, and that looks okay. And this is your nozzle here, which has a pintle inside, which is fairly clean actually. It shows a little bit of pitting, but the holes, so that's the housing, it goes this way, and this is the pintle, and that's the nozzle and the washer. That's how it comes together. That's everything in your injector. So now it's about cleaning everything inside and out. When you put them together, lubricate it a little bit. There's a little bit of residue on it, but not much actually. It's mainly the spray pattern is poor, and the tiny little holes in the nozzle here, and they might be blocked. So yeah, this needs all cleaning thoroughly. Make sure there's nothing in it, and we give them a good wash, and we'll come back when we've done all of them, because it's pointless to show dismantling all 4 of them because the process is the same. So that will be our job tomorrow, getting this stuff clean, put new washers in, and the problem with copper washers is they work hardening, so you either need to heat them up or use just new ones. Otherwise you need to heat them up red hot, and then they get soft again, and over time they get hard. I think we're going to make a separate video about the injectors, how we're going to test them and whatever, and we'll come back when we test them again, and then I will know the right pressure as well. Welcome back to the Lansing. Today we're going to fit our refurbished injectors. All you're going to do is make sure that seat surface down there is absolutely clean, and put a new copper washer in, tighten it down very equally, and that's about it, and then we'll fire it up and see what it does. So all you're going to do, make sure the surface down there is nice and clean, make sure there's no burrs and no copper washer left. I use new washers at the top, so we need number 3, which is this one, and you can see from the color this went hot quite a bit, so I think it was blowing by. So all we're going to do is make sure the washer is down there, and then just fill it in. Take the washer again, and when you put the nuts on, don't tighten the nuts down, just screw it almost down, and then I'll show you a little trick, because you can easily kink the injector in the hole and then it's gonna blow. So what we do is you hold the top of the injector, make sure it's set properly so it doesn't kink, and then you just tighten the nuts slightly until they touch, and then just go back and forth all the time. That's what we're gonna do. So make sure you got at least a few millimeters gap down here, and then you hold it. Honestly, I don't need to show that. Just hold it and then just tighten until touch and then go back and forth. Show that later. So we got them all fitted. Don't over tighten them here. If one is hissing, just give it a little bit of an extra oomph. The same with those, don't over tighten those. As you've probably seen in the last video, this was completely split. We don't want this to happen on the other ones. It's if people with no feeling tightening nuts and bolts, it's just not right. Okay, I expect some difficulties with starting because the fuel pipes are, there's air in the fuel pipes and things like that. So the nozzle should be still full from testing. We just don't know how much, so let's give it a try. Smoker is working. One cylinder is blowing a little bit. I just don't know which one it is. Cylinder number 3 is still not good, but I got a feeling one's a little bit better. So we put a breather hose there close to the intake. We still need to find an air filter which fits the whole thing. So let's do another test drive. I put the fan belt on with no fan and see if it rains or not. We're a bit stuck here. I need to sort that out. Because we turned the steering so many times, we are now a little bit stuck, which we don't really want. It's not slinging oil anymore, and it's almost not smoking. So I'm happy with that. I just need to get the shit away in front of my wheels here. problem yet. Let's do a check right here. There's still a little bit coming out here. Coming out here now. Once that goes into the air filter, the smoke is gone. And I'm really happy with the idle smoke. So the injector work did help. Okay, let's do a few runs up and down and we'll see. I'll come back later. The engine, I know the engine is tired. It works good. Had it running, did a few drives back and forth and it was good. It has a lot more power. But yeah, I need to have it at least sort of working because I'm gonna get some building materials on Friday, and obviously we don't want to move them by hand. That's down here. Just the windows don't leak in this case. Alright. That's it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time.